What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so this brother that you see in the thumbnail, his name is Jamal True Love. He's an actor from California, and unfortunately the victim of a wrongful conviction. He was framed for an unspeakable crime that he did not commit, a crime that was committed against an acquaintance of his, and two San Francisco police officers framed him for the crime and nearly got away with it. And Kamala Harris just happened to be, the woman running for president of the United States, just happened to be, I believe she was the lead prosecutor in this case. Jamal True Love says this woman, after he was convicted, and probably she knew that this was a crime he didn't commit. He says that when they locked eyes in the courtroom, he laughed in her face. So like a Nelson from Simpsons, like she found it funny. He was sentenced to 50 years in prison and was in prison for 6 years. Thankfully for him, a California appeals court overturned his conviction in 2014, and he was retried in 2015 and acquitted. The next year, he sued the city of San Francisco. 2 years later, in 2018, a jury found the two officers accused of framing him guilty of fabricating evidence and failing to disclose exculpatory evidence. In 2019, the San Francisco Board of Supervisors voted to approve a settlement of more than $13 million. Mr. True Love, Jamal True Love, is an actor who appeared back in 2008 on the VH1 dating show I Love New York 2. And he also appeared in the 2019 movie, The Last Black Man in San Francisco. Recently, Jamal True Love sat down with Art of Dialogue and talked about this woman who's running for president and how she had the cold-heartedness, the evilness to laugh at him receiving what was a wrongful conviction.
Yeah, we ended up losing. And after I lost, got convicted, whether the sentence came in, obviously the courtroom is full. I know who this lady Kamala Harris is, right? People in the projects knew who she was because she was a black district attorney. And we thought that we had a black district attorney in office, right? And who we perceived to be black, right? That will have that's from Oakland, and that's all we kind of knew. And we would think that, that she would, be a little bit more favorable to us. Now, during my trial, I didn't even think of this lady, just in general. I just knew that it was strictly, you did this, we charging you, you're going down. So at my preliminary, on verdict day, I remember seeing her in the back when I walked in, and when they laid down that announced that I was, convicted for first-degree murder, which I already knew I was convicted because the jury asked a question to the bailiff, because they give like these questions to be clear to the judge or whatever it may be, and we get to know what the question is. They bring us down to what the question is. And the question was, what's the difference between first-degree murder and second-degree murder? So I already knew that they just decided if it's going to be first-degree or second-degree. So I already came in there with the energy of like, I'm convicted. Now, They already knew too. So that's why the courtroom was super packed. And you see Kamala Harris like literally like front row, opposite side on the defensive side. And, you know, when they came with the verdict guilty, you know, me, I wanted to make sure I seen every nick that was in that month on that side, not supporting me, and everybody else that was on that side. Because I knew, for one, I didn't do it. I stood on principle, and, you know, and I was going to fight to ultimately get back. And I never forget when I turned around and I looked and I seen Kamala Harris, you know, we locked eyes this one time, and she laughed. She literally just like kind of bust out laughing, almost as if she was pointing at him like, ha, 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 ha. That's how I felt. Though she didn't point. But that's how I felt when she was laughing at the verdict coming down. So, you know, I took it in. It's like, all right, pause. And it was like, all right, whatever. So now the next thing that I need to figure out is how can I get a retrial before I get sentenced, right? I don't know. I'm learning all of this stuff. I'm learning the law. What is it that, you know, it is? Nobody, out of everybody that was there, everybody knew I didn't do it, but in their mind, they thought of it as in if, even if you came and testified to say that I didn't do it and not say that somebody else did it, that's still telling. When it's not.
You know, I wish that Jamal True Love could sit down with Ricky Smiley and tell him how all skin folk ain't kinfolk. And to be honest with you, even though technically she's skin folk, like I just said, she ain't kinfolk. I don't care about no symbolism. That ship has sailed. Okay, this ain't 1987 no more. Okay, and we fell for all that in 2008. This is the thing, man. This is for everybody that is rocking with this. Oh, she black, she black, she black. Let me tell you something. Do you really think that the system that is designed to keep us down, to put their collective foot on our throat, do you really think they're going to put somebody in that position that's going to do something for us? The system's not designed that way. They make sure that whenever they do have somebody that looks like one of us, that their allegiance is always going to be with the majority. From what I've been able to decipher from Kamala Harris, this is what I've been able to decipher. This is the way I see it. I think that starting with her father, maybe he's the starting baseline, the starting point with this. I think that she has hostility and an anger and a resentment toward black men. I think that she harbors certain resentments toward black men, just from the research I've done, from things I've read. Even when she's using men to get to where she is now. Oh, she'll use you, laugh in your face and all that. But then once she gets to where she wants to go, she'll stab you in the back, like she did Willie Brown. Like she'll do any person that looks like her. You have to get to where she is, you have to have some sort of ruthlessness. You have to have some sort of conniving in you. Nice people, good people don't make it to that top of that nasty business that's politics. They don't make it to the top. All of them are ruthless. All of them, to a certain extent, are somewhat, if not all evil, they're definitely manipulating and calculating, manipulative and calculating. But for her to sit there, and I believe him, for her to know that she's sending an innocent black man to jail, to prison, excuse me, for the rest of his life, pretty much. Let me see, this was 2008. Jamal True Love, I don't see his age up here, but he looks to be a dude. He looks like he's probably maybe in his mid to late 30s. So let's just guess that he was in his early 20s there. So you're pretty much going to take away this guy's life. So he wouldn't have gotten out of prison until he was in his, at best, early 70s. So you're basically taking away this guy's life. And you laughing at him. You are a horrible human being. And anybody that thinks that this woman is going to be on our side, I'll tell you, man, the gullibleness of people is unbelievable, bro. Don't come at me with all this. So don't come at me with this, oh, I'm on the wrong side. She's a sister. I don't hear that crap, man. There's too much evidence. This is the stuff that Ricky Smiley, and this is the stuff that D.L. Hughley and Porky, a.k.a. Roland Martin, don't want people to know about or to talk about, because they all are either paid shields themselves or they have ulterior motives, trying to get back in the big scene, you know what I'm saying, be players and movers and shakers and the whole thing and the whole hierarchy. So this is just another example of, this is just another example of why we got to stop falling for banana and tailpipe. Notice at these rallies, she's never promising anything to us because she never will. Ain't nothing going to change. Things going to stay the same. Only thing is, some people going to look at her and think they got an ally, or it's going to make them feel good, because really it's part of the narcissism epidemic. Someone that looks similar to me is in that position, so that makes me feel good. But they're not going to do a damn thing for me. Everything will stay the same, and my black ass still going to have the collective foot on my throat of, you know what I'm saying, the system, the criminal justice system, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, the jobs, as far as, you know what I'm saying, not be able to still get the same job. I mean, not being able to get the jobs that we deserve if you go to school and get the education. We still have the same problems. Systemic racism, inequality in schools, you know what I'm saying? People committing hate crimes against us without having an adequate hate crime bill established for us. Still gonna be the same stuff. Nothing gonna change. Nothing. Just a fake smile, an empty speech, and deuces. And I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, well, he'll be better. No. Nothing and nothing leaves nothing. Okay? Nothing ain't better than nothing. And to be honest with you, I gotta be honest, I'll be real here. At least Trump, as much as I don't like him, he is talking policy. He is saying what he's gonna do. She's saying nothing. 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 Because she don't plan on doing nothing. So it's gonna be the same things, the same groups that's gonna profit. The same groups can be empowered, that's already empowered in the Democratic Party, and we don't get nothing. At best, crumbs. So that's all I got to say about it. Tell me what you guys think.